Good Sunday evening, everybody. This is meteorologist Stephen Ray. Hope all is well with you across the area of the Deep South, and I am here because we currently have a long line of severe storms that are moving into the central Mississippi area, and there, of course, is your line of severe storms that do include the area of Pontotoc to Houston, Mississippi, as well as down towards the area of Winona and Walthall and Eupora, Mississippi as well, and then stretching back down here to Vicksburg, Mississippi, as well as Yazoo City, Mississippi. However, the reason that I'm here is because we have one active tornado warning, and that is going to be for this storm right here that is exclusively into Lauderdale County, Colbert and Lauderdale counties, right here near the area of Cherokee, Alabama. And so this storm originated back here near the Tishomingo, Mississippi area, also down here towards the Marietta, Mississippi area, and now it has come into Lauderdale County, and it does include the tornado warning, does include Tuscumbia, Muscle Shoals, and Florence right now. Now, there, of course, is your polygon, and the Weather Service has gone on ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm around that for the line of storms that are in Mississippi that are over here towards Iuka and Corinth. But this one storm that is out ahead of the main line is the reason that we've got a tornado warning. And let me go on ahead and show you that there is your area of concern right there. That is right near the city of Cherokee, Alabama, which is up here also near the area of Buzzard's Roost. And this is going to be along the Natchez Trace Parkway, also Mount Hester, Alabama, getting over here towards the area of Smithonia, Alabama as well. Good news is that this thing is still elevated. It is still above the ground, and so no confirmation yet that this thing is on the ground, but that is some very tight rotation right there that you can see coming in from Cherokee over to Florence and Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Now, that is the only storm that has a tornado warning with it right now. We've got other storms of concern. Houston down here to Aberdeen, and over here towards Amory, Mississippi, and Okolona. But those are severe thunderstorm warnings with damaging winds in excess of 60. You've got severe thunderstorms coming through the area of Saltillo as well as Tupelo, Mississippi. It has come on through Pontotoc. And then you've also got other storms of concern, Vicksburg, Mississippi, over to Jackson, Mississippi. But like I said, the reason that I'm here is because we currently have this active tornado warning that is coming up on Buzzard's Roost in Cherokee, Alabama. And then it will move over towards the Florence and Muscle Shoals area of Alabama here momentarily. So once again, I do want to let you guys know that there is an active tornado warning just for the areas of Lauderdale County, and this, of course, is going to be for the areas right there of Cherokee, Florence, Muscle Shoals, and Tuscumbia. And we currently have a active tornado warning, and it is still radar indicated from the Weather Service there in Huntsville, Alabama. And we've also got severe thunderstorm warnings that is around that for damaging winds in excess of 60. And that, of course, is going to be for this line of storms as it continues to push into the area of Florence. So there, of course, is your line of storms, basically from Iuka down to Tupelo, Mississippi. and that line is moving like this. However, the tornado warning is for this storm right here, for your couplet area right there, and it's going to be moving like this, closer to the Florence, Tuscumbia, and Muscle Shoals area here within the next few minutes. Good news is, like I said, once again, it is radar indicated. And let's go on ahead in here and read this. Tornado warning remains in effect for western Colbert and central Lauderdale County as of 9:49, which was just a few minutes ago. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Cherokee, or 9 miles to the northeast of Tishomingo State Park, moving to the northeast at 45 miles per hour. Now, if you were in Cherokee at 9:55 p.m., which is going to be right about now, and then if you are underneath the Florence area or the Underwood Petersonville, you're going to be at 10:15 this evening. Also, it's going to be Red Rock, Malone, Posey Loop, Minot, Pride Landing, Mount Hester, and places like that as well. But if you, once again, if you were in the Florence area, you're going to need to be in your safe place right there at 10:15 this evening. So you still have just a few more minutes to get to your safe place. Now, we've also got these other warnings that, like I said, are basically the line of storms is basically coming through Iuka, Mississippi, stretching down to Tupelo, to Houston, Mississippi, and then stretching back to Walthall and Eupora, Mississippi. And then let me also show you that it continues on down between Winona and Kosciuszko, Mississippi. And then we've got it comes on down to Yazoo City, Vicksburg, Mississippi, and then trails off back into Louisiana. Now, we do need to watch this storm that is back here in Louisiana as it moves towards the area of Natchez, Mississippi, because it does have 70-mile-per-hour winds with it. So if you're watching me right now in Natchez, Mississippi, just note that a storm with damaging winds of 70 miles per hour is about 20 to 30 minutes away from your area on the other side of the Mississippi River. But let's go on ahead back up here and talk about the storm that is radar indicated, and it is the only tornado warning of concern, and it is going to be this one right here that is sitting in between Buzzard's Roost and Cherokee, and it is going to cross the East Lee Highway between Cherokee and Barton. And if you know where Mount Hester is, that's going to be where this tornado or potential tornado is going to be right now. And this is not as tight a couplet as it once was when it crossed into the county. When it crossed into the county, it was a lot more tight, as you can see right there. As it crossed the Natchez Trace Parkway, it has broadened out a little bit, but still, I want you in your safe place, and that is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Basically, if you were from the areas of Cherokee to Smithsonian, over to Sheffield, Muscle Shoals, and Florence, Alabama. Those are going to be the areas of most concern as this thing continues to move on into your area. And once again, like I said, that Florence, Tuscumbia, and Sheffield, this storm will be on top of you at 10:15, which is at about 15 minutes from now. So you still have time to get to your safe place. But like I said, this is the only tornado warning that we currently have in the state of Alabama or in the state of Mississippi. We've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings that basically are from Boonville and Iuka, stretching down to Columbus, all the way down to Vicksburg, Mississippi. Most of these are with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and now actually that one in Tupelo, they just upped it to 70 miles per hour. So we're going to have to watch that. for the potential of damaging straight line winds, basically from Pontotoc over to Saltillo and then Tupelo and Fulton, Mississippi as well. So once again, the storm of concern up here in the Lauderdale County area, you can see that we have now a updated polygon, and we are still radar indicated for another 15 minutes. And the new update says that at 9:59, which was 1 minute ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Cherokee, or 13 miles to the west of Tuscumbia, moving to the northeast at 45. So if you were in Florence at 10:15, and other places that will impact the storm include Red Rock, Pride Landing, Theet, Mount Hester, Oakland, and Barton. So remember, move to a sturdy shelter or a basement, and get to your sturdy shelter in an interior room of the lowest floor inside of a sturdy building, and avoid windows. Take cover now from this potential tornado that is going to be right there centered over Cherokee, moving off towards the area of Smithonia and Florence, Alabama. Once again, we've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings across Mississippi, but the only one that is a tornado warning is going to be for that one up there, that is near Cherokee and Florence, Alabama. Madison and Ridgeland areas. Let me briefly show you that right now. All right. Okay, no update from the Weather Service out of no update from the Weather Service out of Huntsville. So that is good. Briefly, let me show you about the Madison and Ridgeland area, and then we'll get in there and discuss. All right, so for Madison and for Ridgeland, we currently have a severe thunderstorm, line of severe storms that basically are from Vicksburg over to Yazoo City, Mississippi. However, the line that would include Ridgeland and Madison is not severe right now. It is below severe limits. The one that is for Vicksburg would actually lie to the south of you. So there, of course, is the line of storms that are moving up on Yazoo City, Mississippi right now. They've come on through Rolling Fork. They've come on through Vicksburg, Mississippi. And Ridgeland is there. Clinton is there. And as you can see, let me get in here. Madison is here. Ridgeland is there. And your storms are coming into the top of the county right now. However, they are below severe limits. I will continue to watch those for central Mississippi, but the more pressing issue right now is going to be this tornado warning that is up here for the Florence area. So let's go back in here. And this is a densely populated area of Alabama. So let's go ahead and take a look at this right now. And as you can see, we've got more tightening of the circulation back down here towards the area of Cherokee, closer to the Barton area of Mississippi. I'm sorry, Barton area of Alabama. And also along the East Lee Highway and the Old Lee Highway. If you know where the Woodland area is, You guys are going to need to want to be in your safe place right now. Also, towards the area of Lauderdale County Road 2. You're going to want to be in your safe place right now. Now, I will tell you that Killen is not officially under a tornado warning just yet. However, if you are in Florence or Muscle Shoals or to Sheffield or to Scumbia, you guys are underneath the tornado warning right now. And this does include the area of Cherokee, Florence, Muscle Shoals, and Tuscumbia for another 10 minutes. And so this is the lead storm that is out ahead of the main line. Your main line of storms is coming through the area of Iuka. And I do note that we do have a little bit of a notch area around the area of Tishomingo, Mississippi. So we probably are going to have to watch that area as well for a quick spin up tornado. And there, of course, is what you have to look for is right there. So if I'm in Paden or if I'm in Tishomingo, I would go on ahead and go to my safe place right now if you were in Mississippi because of that notch area. And like I said, I would go on ahead and be in my safe place if I was in Paden or Tishomingo, Mississippi right now along Highway 30. Also, Carter Branch as well. But the reason that I'm here, and this is meteorologist Stephen Ray, I received a meteorology degree from Mississippi State University in August of 2024. And so I provide severe weather coverage on my social media pages, and we are doing a tornado warning that includes the Florence and Tuscumbia areas right now. Let me keep. I keep here. Let's see. Morgan. Okay, so Morgan County, Alabama, we've got non-thunderstorm wind damage, trees down on power lines. Okay, so that comes from Somerville in Morgan County. All right, more severe weather back off to the west, but no update. No update as of now since 10 o'clock on the tornado warning that is in the Florence, Alabama area. All right, so let's go on ahead back in here and look at this. And basically, if you were down here towards the area of Barton, if you were down here towards the East Lee Highway, basically from the area in between Cherokee and Tuscumbia, you're going to want to be in your safe place right now because let me tell you something, that right there is really tight circulation. We may actually have something trying to spin up right there over the Barton area, which is just off to the west and the southwest of Florence, Alabama. So there's Sheffield, there's Florence, there's Tuscumbia, there's Muscle Shoals, and there, of course, is your couplet that is very tight. It was once tight, then it got broad again, and now it's tightened back up as it's moved closer to the Florence, Alabama area. And there, of course, you can see is the Tennessee River that runs through the area of Florence, as well as the 7 Mile Island Wildlife Management Area. If you know where that is around the Florence area, you're going to want to be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Now, stretching this out just a little bit more. Once it gets through Florence, it will come up here towards an area of Killen, Alabama, and Wilson Lake, and then we'll move in between Lexington and Rogersville, Alabama. So basically, the circulation, it looks like it's going to take a path similar to this right here. that would put it closer to Rogersville a little bit later on. But Florence and Muscle Shoals, you guys are under the gun right now from a potential tornado. And if you were in Florence, Sheffield, Muscle Shoals, or Tuscumbia, I want you in your safe place right now. And you can also see that we are expected to see quarter-sized hail from this storm. And based off of the latest velocity data in 5 minutes, this warning will expire. I expect the Weather Service to extend this warning to include Killen and possibly Lexington and Rogersville, Alabama. I would also expect them to include Florence and Muscle Shoals as well. So let me see if we've got. Okay, let me look. Let me show you guys what we've got back off to the west because we've got more severe storms back off to the west. We've got more severe thunderstorm warnings, and we've got a severe thunderstorm warning now that does include the Jackson, Mississippi area. And it does go from Pickens, Mississippi, all the way down to Jackson and to Terry, Mississippi. So this does include Ridgeland and Madison. So this, of course, is the area of the line that was right here that was not warned before, but unfortunately it is warned now for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour for all right, locations include Jackson, Canton, Pearl, Madison, Ridgeland, Canton, Byram, Flowood, Richland, Glockstadt, Raymond, Flora, Terry, Bolton, Bentonia, Pocahontas, Farmville, Goshen Springs, Brownsville, and Cameron. All right, so I can put a storm track on this for you guys. All right, so it's moving southeast at 30. All right. Okay, Ridgeland, it is going to be towards your area in 42 minutes. All right. Let me zoom in. Okay, if you were in Flora, it is going to be on top of you in 16 minutes. If you were in Madison, it will be there in 41 minutes, and then Ridgeland in 42. And then downtown Jackson would be around the 60-minute mark. So that is the storm of concern that is across central Mississippi. And let's also check on the storm that is moving through the area of Houston and Okolona, Mississippi, because this one has damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. Trained weather spotter. Basically 70 mile per hour winds moving into Okolona, Mississippi right now. So for the 70 mile per hour winds, it is going to be Amory, Aberdeen, Houston, Okolona, Shannon, Vardaman, as well as Smithville and places like that over towards the area near north of Columbus, Mississippi, and especially over towards the area of the Columbus radar site. So New Hamilton, Aberdeen, Amory, Needleton, Smithville, and Okolona, you guys are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning with damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. All right, let me. Okay, so the Weather Service has decided to cancel and expire the tornado warning for Colbert and Lauderdale. All right, so that is good news. The Weather Service has allowed the tornado warning up there to expire. So let's go up there and look. And there, of course, the tornado warning is no longer active. Florence or Tuscumbia. So the tornado warning has been allowed to expire. But we still have a very nasty line of storms that are moving into the area of Iuka, as well as Pickwick Lake, Cherokee, over to Florence. So I can put a track on this for you. And as you can see, the storms are quickly moving out of Mississippi and moving into the area of Alabama, including Florence, Muscle Shoals, and Cherokee. But like I said, the Weather Service has dropped the tornado warning for the areas right there of Tuscumbia and Florence. Now let's look at I tell you what, if you were in Red Bay, Alabama right now, over towards Belmont, you guys are going to get some really nasty wind coming out of that line. Basically, from Red Bay over to Belmont down to Fulton, Mississippi. I would not be surprised along this leading edge right here to see winds of 70 miles per hour. Now, there's no formal warning from the Weather Service in Huntsville or from Birmingham. But if you are watching right now up towards the area of Marion and Lamar counties in northwest Alabama, you're going to want to be in your safe place right now. There, of course, is the severe thunderstorm warning with the winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. So if you're watching in Red Bay, Alabama, go ahead and be in your safe place right now and treat this like a tornado warning. I do see that the Weather Service has posted a severe thunderstorm warning that does include West Point, Mississippi now. All right, so let me back out. And we currently have a line of severe storms that are basically pushing into northwestern Alabama up here towards the Florence area, stretching all the way back to Tupelo, Mississippi, and stretching down almost to West Point, Mississippi, also towards the area of Eupora and Walthall, Mississippi, Okolona, and Tupelo. You guys are under the gun right now. Also towards the area of Canton, Ridgeland, Jackson, Mississippi. You guys are underneath the warnings. However, this part of the line does not look as intense as the northern portion of the line, although I do see a little bit of activity right there that could promote the Weather Service to up this to 70-mile-per-hour winds within the next little bit, especially if you were up here towards the Canton, Mississippi area, as we need to watch this area right there. For a potential quick spin up tornado along the leading edge of this line of storms. And you can see there is just kind of a little bit of a notch right there. So that's going to be needed to watch right there west of Canton, Mississippi. But there, of course, is your line of storms that are moving through central Mississippi right now. And the good news is, basically, if you are west of this line of storms, basically from Yazoo City up to Winona, Greenwood, Greenville, Batesville, Oxford, your severe weather threat is over and you're done with severe weather. Yes, it's probably still raining where you are, but you are through with severe weather. If you are off towards the east or southeast of the line, which includes Aberdeen, West Point, Starkville, Columbus, Kosciuszko, Carthage, Philadelphia, Canton, Jackson, Forest, Marie, making you guys are still under the threat of severe weather until this line it gets over your area right now. All right, so let me see. Okay, so the Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning that includes 70 mile per hour winds for the counties of Adams, Franklin, and Jefferson counties in Mississippi. All right, so let's see where that is right now. And that's going to be for Natchez, Mississippi. Okay, so we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Natchez, Mississippi that includes 70 mile per hour winds. All right, so that one is going to be the most significant storm on the board right now because we got winds coming into Natchez, Mississippi of 70 mile per hour winds. It is radar indicated. And if you are in Natchez, Mississippi, it's going to be on top of you at 10:25, which is in about 5 minutes from now. So once again, guys, there of course is your line of severe storms that run from Florence, Alabama, all the way down to Russellville now with a severe thunderstorm warning. It also includes Tupelo, Mississippi. We've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings now coming in here for Amory and Aberdeen, Mississippi now. So we've got new severe thunderstorm warnings that just popped up. And you can see that now they are well, I thought we did. All right, so we got new severe thunderstorm warnings that do include the area now of Colbert and Franklin counties that do include the Russellville area as well as Red Bay and Phil Campbell, Alabama. And damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, and a tornado is also possible. And that's going to be for that line of storms, like I was talking about, that was coming out of Mississippi, moving to Red Bay and places like that. So Fulton up to Red Bay up to Belmont. This is going to be the area of most concern for you, and then down here towards the Amory and Aberdeen area, and then stretching down here to the Okolona and West Point area, and just off to the west of Starkville. And then, of course, you've got this line of storms, or continuing down the line, you've got this area of concern that is over here towards the Canton, Mississippi area. That includes Clinton, Bolton, Raymond, and downtown Jackson. And then you've got a severe thunderstorm warning that does include Natchez, Mississippi for damaging winds in excess of 70. And there, of course, is why the Weather Service went with 70 mile per hour winds, is because it's coming across the Mississippi River right now. Okay. All right, guys. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. Since there's no active tornado warnings as of right now, I am going to sign off here on social media briefly until we get more active severe thunderstorm or tornado. Well, just as I say that, um, that was interesting. That was interesting. Okay, so there's your new. Okay, so what? All right. So I'm not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, we've actually got a tornado warning now. That is for the area of Killen and Lexington, Alabama. So I was going to sign off because we had no active tornado warnings, but unfortunately, one just popped up again, and this does include the area of Killen and Bailey Springs, Alabama. So if you are near the area of Woodlawn or the Sombrero Acres or St. Florin, Alabama, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. Moving up towards the area of Green Hill and Lexington in Lauderdale County. Now, this is north of Wilson Lake. So you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now, and that, of course, is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Once again, we've got an active tornado warning that is for the area of Killen and northern Lauderdale County. This has come on through Florence. It has come on through the area of Sheffield and Muscle Shoals. And let's go ahead and look. We've still got it radar indicated. And your severe thunderstorm warning is coming on through the area, about to push into Florence, Alabama. But the reason that I'm here is because this storm that issued the tornado warning down here for Cherokee, it moved on through Florence, and now it has resurged as another tornado warning for Killen, Alabama. Basically from Killen and where the road splits right there, just north of the Turtle Point Yacht Club and the Lawler's Barbecue in Killen and East Killen. You need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now, and just a little bit north of that as well, over towards Bailey Springs, Parkertown, I should say, Antioch, and Holloway, Alabama. As this is going to be an active tornado warning, and this is going to move up towards the area of Lexington and Green Hill before moving into the state of Tennessee. And I do not cover the state of Tennessee. So the reason that I'm here for a few more minutes is going to be for that active tornado warning that is up here towards the area of Killen, Alabama. And so, no active tornado warnings in the state of Mississippi. I want to make that very clear. No active tornado warnings in the state of Mississippi. We've only got one active tornado warning, and this is going to be for the Killen area in far northern Alabama. Over towards the area of Wilson Lake, Bailey Springs, and Green Hill, Alabama. I do want to mention that if you were in Florence, this is going to be just a little bit north of you. Now, you're going to get a line of severe storms that are moving through the area here within a matter of moments, with damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. But the tornado threat is going to be north of you towards the Killen area, moving up towards the Tennessee state line. So basically, this storm is going to move in between Killen, Alabama, and Loretto, Tennessee. Moving towards the Lexington area as well. Now, the warning goes for another 22 minutes. But this tornadic thunderstorm will remain over rural areas of northeastern Lauderdale County, including Green Hill. But it also will include the Killen area as well, and then it will move up towards the area of St. Joseph's and Loretto, which is there in Tennessee, and I do not cover Tennessee. Now, the Weather Service, I do want to mention, has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Marion and Lamar counties, basically from Vernon all the way up to Hamilton, up to the county line of Hackleburg and Bear Creek. And then, of course, you've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Red Bay and Russellville, Alabama. For damaging winds in excess of 60, you've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Florence and Tuscumbia. And then you've got the tornado warning that is moving north of Killen, in between Killen and Green Hill, Alabama, and it will be into Tennessee within, I would say, 5 minutes or so. So there, of course, is your area of concern. And actually, based off of that look from high top, it looks like it is moving more towards the Lexington area, which would keep it in the state of Alabama for a little bit longer rather than moving northeast, or I would say northeast, which would put it into Tennessee rather quickly. So your possible tornado is going to be sitting right there over the Killen area. And right before I drew that, it was a lot tighter. Now it has broadened out some. But if you are in Killen, if you are in the Sombrero Acres area, East Killen or Killen, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. Also, near the area of United States 72, where Killen is, or if you are, I believe this is Highway 43 that splits off. It is 43 that splits off into US 72. Right there where the fork is in Killen, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. There's also been a severe thunderstorm warning that includes the area of Florence, Alabama. That does include Sheffield, Muscle Shoals, and Tuscumbia for damaging winds in excess of 70 to 60 to 70 miles per hour. And then, of course, you've got this one severe thunderstorm warning that is rather big, basically, that runs from the area Pickens, Mississippi, and Cameron, Mississippi, all the way down to the Jackson, Mississippi metro, all the way down to just north of Terry for damaging winds in excess of 60. And then we've got this other thunderstorm that bears watching that includes 70-mile-per-hour winds that is moving through Natchez, Mississippi. But no evidence of tornadoes anywhere along this line. The only tornado warning that we do have currently is this one up here that is north of the Florence area, moving towards the area of Green Hill and Lexington, Alabama. And eventually, here very, very, very soon, it will be over into the state of Tennessee, and we will have to see what Tennessee decides to do if they want to continue the tornado warning or not. Getting a lot of thunderstorm wind damage back across the area of Louisiana. From the Jackson, Mississippi National Weather Service. We've also got damage reported in the area of Grenada, Mississippi, and Grenada County. But that, of course, is back off to the west. Near the city of Holcomb, power lines were down along Highway 8. And then in Grenada, Mississippi, broadcast media reports trees and power lines down and roof damage to a home on Clay Road. So we've got thunderstorm wind damage that is coming in right now to the area of Grenada, Mississippi. And that, of course, was a little bit earlier tonight at 8:11. So that was a couple of hours ago. But as of right now, we've got no active tornado warnings. In the state of Mississippi, we've just got one that is in northern Alabama, and they just updated the warning. And it is about to literally push into Tennessee. It will continue until 11 p.m. at 10:43, which was 1 minute ago. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Killen, moving to the northeast at 40. This will be near the areas of Killen, Lexington, and Green Hill. So let me show you where that is right now. And there, of course, is your possible tornado that is going to be up here, basically really close to the state line of Alabama and Tennessee, north of Killen, in between Green Hill and Lexington, Alabama. Sweet Gum, Center Hill, and Upper Green Hill. This is going to be the area of most concern for you. Now, the Weather Service in Huntsville went on ahead and issued another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Florence and Tuscumbia all the way over to Decatur and Athens, Alabama. And it also includes Hatton and Town Creek. For the area right there, for damaging winds of excess of 60 and a tornado is possible as well, but no active tornado warnings as of right now. With the line, just the one lone severe thunderstorm warning with the possible tornado that is about to push into the state of Tennessee. And as soon as they cancel this warning or allow it to expire, I'm going to sign off here on social media until things get a little bit worse here locally towards the Tuscaloosa area. But we've got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado potential right here north of Killen now, basically from Green Hill over to Lexington, and it is literally on the state line between Tennessee and Alabama near Rascaltown, Tennessee, also near Sweet Gum, Alabama. Okay, so at 10:37 in St. Florin in Lauderdale County, broadcast media reports a funnel cloud that was seen from their Florence camera. Okay, so we do have a funnel cloud report at 10:37 out of Florence. So that is probably the reason that the Weather Service went on ahead and issued that tornado warning there for Killen, was because they did have a report of a funnel cloud there about 15 minutes ago for the area of Florence and Killen, Alabama. But once again, there, of course, is your line of severe thunderstorms moving through northwest Alabama. They've come on through Florence, or they're coming through Florence right now. They are about to push into Franklin and Colbert counties, Red Bay, as well as Russellville and Phil Campbell. You guys are up next. And then down here towards the area of Hamilton and Vernon, Alabama, you guys are up next as well. Aberdeen and Amory, you guys are under the gun right now. All right, so let's see. And the severe thunderstorm warning for Marion and Lamar goes until 11:15. All right, so there, of course, is your line of severe thunderstorms that are basically from the areas of Louisiana back to Natchez, Mississippi, down to Jackson, Mississippi, and then also up here towards Amory, Tupelo, West Point, and Aberdeen and Starkville, then Hamilton, Russellville, Florence, and then we've got this one tornado warning that includes the area north of Killen, in between Green Hill and Lexington, Alabama. And then we've got severe thunderstorms around that include Florence, Tuscumbia, Athens, and Decatur, Alabama. And the warning for the tornado warning goes until 11 o'clock, which would be about 11 minutes from now. So no word from Huntsville right now. All right, let's go. All right, so if you're down here, let's briefly look at the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. And if you guys are down here in the metro area, basically from Madison over to Ridgeland, Mississippi, you basically have a line of severe thunderstorms that are pushing through your area right now. Also, moving towards the area of downtown Jackson, Pearl, and Brandon, Mississippi. But as of right now, no signs of any active tornado warnings with that line. It is just going to be basically straight line winds. And then, of course, we've got other areas of concern. So basically, we've got a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado that is literally on the state line of Tennessee and Alabama right now towards the Peppertown area near Lexington, north of Killen. So basically, this tornado warning is literally basically into Tennessee now, and it is moving towards the area of Pulaski, Tennessee. If you guys know of anybody up in that area, that is where this thing is going to be moving towards next. All right, so there we go with a ragged line of severe thunderstorms and storms, basically from Jackson, Mississippi up to Kosciuszko, Mississippi, to Starkville, to West Point, to Aberdeen. And these storms are moving off towards the south and towards the southeast. And as you can see, your strongest storms are going to be up here towards Florence, to Russellville, to Hamilton, down to Amory and Aberdeen, Mississippi. And then they become ragged basically from the areas of Kosciuszko to Columbus, Mississippi. So we are going to have to see how they progress through the rest of the evening and into the overnight hours, as we are all underneath a tornado watch for the remainder of the evening. And let me see with the weather service. Huntsville has not said anything since 10:46. So I'm going to guess that they are going to allow that warning to continue for 7 more minutes and then let it expire when it goes out at 11 o'clock. But that actual tornado warning is literally in the state of Tennessee right now. Right there. And so this is going to be north of Lexington and north of Killen. And there, of course, they let the warning go. So there it is. It is gone. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take a break and continue to watch all of this line of severe storms that are coming through Mississippi and Alabama. And as things warrant, or if we get another tornado warning, I will be back here to provide coverage for you guys. But as of right now, we've got no active tornado warnings in the state of Mississippi or Alabama. We've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings, and I will just run them down for you right now. We have severe thunderstorm warnings for Smithville, Amory, Aberdeen, New Hamilton, as well as the Gatman area and over towards the Columbus, Mississippi radar site. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings that include West Point, Mississippi, also towards the area of Columbus, Caledonia, and Starkville, Artesa. You guys are up next for the potential of strong thunderstorms. We've got more thunderstorms in progress for Ackerman as well as Kosciuszko, Mississippi, and then we've got another strong portion of the line that is moving through the areas of Canton, Mississippi, as well as Millville, Raytown, Havendale, as well as Forest Grove and Wiggins, Mississippi. And then it's going to move down here towards the area of Jackson, Pearl, Richland, Pelahatchie, Morton, Forest, and Brandon. Then we've got another area with damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour that has come on through Natchez and is now coming up towards the area of Roxy and Meadville, Mississippi. So those are the areas of concern over the next little bit. For the areas in Mississippi, if you are in Louisville, if you were in Philadelphia, if you were in Kosciuszko, Jackson, Mississippi, Brandon, Meridian, Laurel, Hattiesburg, Columbia, or Columbus, Mississippi, as well as Macon, Mississippi, Philadelphia, Mississippi, Brooksville, Crawford, or Artesa, you guys are still going to be on the lookout for severe weather for the remainder of the and into the pre-dawn hours in the morning. Basically, if you are from the areas of Vicksburg to Yazoo City, all the way up to Tupelo, Boonville, New Albany, Oxford, Grenada, and Greenwood, Indianola, Cleveland, Clarksdale, and Greenville, your severe weather threat is over. So basically, if you are west of this line of storms, your severe weather threat is over. And if you are to the south and to the east of it, your severe weather threat is still there until the line gets past your area. And right now, we currently have one active tornado warning, and that is going to be for that storm that crossed out of Lauderdale County, and it is now moving up towards the area of Pulaski, Tennessee. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. And that, of course, is a very, very tight couplet. So if you know of anybody that is in Pulaski, Tennessee, you need to go on ahead and tell them to be in their safe place right now, because we very well could be having a tornado that is wrapping up and could be dropping at any time, basically off to the east of Laredo, Tennessee, and towards the area of Pulaski, Tennessee. Now, I don't cover Tennessee, so I'm going to sign off here on social media, and I will be back as things warrant here on social media. Hopefully, I won't have to come back because there won't be any more severe weather or tornado warnings, but I can't guarantee that. And I will see you guys the next time a tornado warning is issued for the state of Mississippi or northwestern and western Alabama.